This vaccination team in Islamabad is part of a massive nationwide effort to administer polio vaccine to more than 23 million children in a 3-day period. To track their progress, workers stain tiny fingers with ink and mark houses with chalk to note the number of children vaccinated. Lists of families in the neighborhood are checked and rechecked. Dr. Hassan Uruj, the director of health services in Islamabad, says even under stable conditions, a polio vaccination campaign can be a challenging logistical operation. He says the effort becomes almost impossible when trying to track people fleeing fighting between militants and the Pakistani army.
Millions of internally displaced people leave their hometown and their first place to stay is in Islamabad. So they are not in the demographic statistics, they are not on the data, but we have to cover them.
There is no cure for polio, and it can cause irreversible paralysis within hours of infection. Pakistan has faced extraordinary challenges in fighting the disease, including a series of natural disasters. Just last year, more than 5 million people fled monsoon floods and crowded into unsanitary temporary shelters where some were exposed to the virus. The war in Afghanistan and a long-running insurgency in Baluchistan have also made some places too dangerous for health workers. With Pakistani public opinion sharply against the U.S. and NATO presence in Afghanistan, health workers say that some see polio eradication efforts as part of a foreign plot. Shahnaz Wazir Ali, the Prime Minister's top official for polio eradication efforts, says resistance increased last year following reports that the American military used a doctor posing as a polio worker to try to gain access to Osama bin Laden's Abbottabad compound.
We think it's indeed a highly unfortunate and inadvisable situation that occurred when the United States government, through apparently its CIA operation, wanted to collect intelligence, and they used health and the immunization campaign as a cover.
Still, she says, after hearing of India's success in fighting the disease, Pakistan is improving its polio eradication efforts using government workers instead of volunteers in vaccination campaigns.
It is a matter of national pride that we ensure that the maximum effort is made, because failure is not an option.
She says the spirit of competition with rival India has played a role in uniting lawmakers from across the political spectrum to focus on polio eradication as a national emergency. Brian Padden, VOA News, Islamabad.